Hello and welcome to part 1 of this free astrology course. My name is Deborah Moore. I've been a professional astrologer doing readings and teaching and some writing for about 30 years. The intention of this course is to give you a basic understanding of how astrology works and how to read a chart. To make sure that you don't miss out on any of the course, please subscribe to my channel and then you'll be the first to know when the next instalment is released. If you'd be interested in having an astrology reading by me, then just write a comment in the box below and I'll get back to you. Thank you. Every astrologer works in different ways as their practice develops. So they become interested in different aspects of astrology and take it forward in different ways. However, there are fundamentals that we will all agree on. Astrology is like a language. So the first thing I'm going to do is take you through the basics of the language. Because when you understand the basics, then you can put them together and create the meanings, the words, if you like. So for me, astrology is a very experiential learning process. It's important to immerse yourself in the experience of the language, if you like, in the experience of the archetypes. So as I take you through this course, I'm going to be giving you some homework which will lead you, which will direct you to get some of your own personal experience of what this language means to you, because it's quite individual for all of us, and therefore we have unique astrologers. Every astrologer is different to any other. The first basic principle of astrology is an understanding of the elements, and in astrology we use earth, water, air and fire. So I'm going to show you a few videos of the elements and give you a few words to get you going in terms of what these elements actually mean to you. And as you go about your daily life, I want you to immerse yourself in these elements as you come across them. So think about your body, take your shoes off and stand barefoot on the earth. Consider the trees, consider all the material items in your life. They're all of the earth. Consider water when you're having a shower or washing up or standing by a puddle or a stream or a lake, or if you're fortunate enough, by the sea. And consider the water in your body. The water, we are mostly water. Consider the water that's flowing around your body and carrying all the nutrients and electrolytes through your body. And then feel the air, feel the breeze on your skin. Watch the trees moving in the breeze. And consider how that relates to your mental activity. How active is your mind? Does it run away with you? Are you aware of it? We're often so unaware of what's actually going on, particularly with our mind and with the air. And then light a candle or a fire and spend some time with the element of fire and move into how you are inspired, how you receive information that seems to just come from nowhere, or maybe you already have a spiritual connection, and consider how that ties in with the element of fire, how they are related. So the more time you can spend actually moving into the elements and experiencing them, the more able you will be to move into the experience of the signs of the zodiac in the chart. Earth, water, air and fire. So earth is the slowest energy. the energy is so slow that it's materialized into a physical form. And we think of the earth as the planet and the soil and everything that grows in the soil, but also as our human bodies. We are made of the earth. Our physical form is of the earth. So as the energy speeds up a little bit, we have water, and water represents our emotions. So if you think about water, it can be very still and very calm and very deep, or it can be rushing and flowing, or it can be like little drops of rain. And all these expressions can be translated into our emotional being, because water represents our emotions. The energy up a little bit, and we have the element of air, and this represents our mental body. So air, again, it can be still and quiet, like we would like to be in meditation, or it can be rushing and tumultuous and like a tornado. And sometimes our mental processes can feel just like that too. And then finally, speed the energy up a bit more, and we have fire, the element of fire. And fire represents our spirituality, our creativity, represents inspiration. It's something that you can't quite grab hold of. If you think about fire, it's sort of like just moves, doesn't it? And it's like, it doesn't seem to have any physical form, and yet we can see it, but we can also see through it. And this is like our connection, if you like, to the divine. So this represents the circle of the zodiac around our solar system. There's 12 signs in the zodiac, and each, you can see there's 4 colours, and each colour represents a different element. So there's 3 signs of the zodiac in each element. Most astrologers will use a lot of colour, and in the school that I studied with, we probably used more colour than most other astrologers, and definitely colour is really important in the astrology that I practice, because colour triggers emotional responses for us, psychological responses for us. So we have 4 colours here. So green represents the earth. So we have the sign of Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. Blue represents water, and we have the signs of Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. Yellow represents air, and we have Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. And then red represents fire, and we have Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. Now, I'm sure most of you already know your sun signs, so consider, how much do you actually reflect the element of your sun sign? So another little exercise that you can practice until the next workshop, next part 2 is released, is asking around a few friends and family what their sun signs are, and seeing whether you can see the expression of the element through their being, through the way that they behave, through the way that they think, or the way, they act. And we all have a sun sign. The sun was in one of these elements at the time that we were born. We don't necessarily express it majorly. Some people's suns are not expressed. They're not the dominant expression in their chart, but somewhere inside them, they will be expressing their sun sign. So just look carefully and reflect on yourself. So I'm a Piscean, so I'm ruled by water. And yeah, I can be really flexible and flowing, and I can be very emotional, and I can feel very deeply. So have a go, see what you think, and remember to move into the experience of the elements as well. Spend some time with earth, take your shoes off, look at the trees, look at everything in a material form. It's all of the earth, including our bodies. Spend some time with water. Consider water, even when you're washing up or taking a shower. Spend some time, just look at a puddle or by a stream or a lake or something like that. Feel the air on your skin. Watch the trees move in the breeze. And light a candle or a fire, or even look at the gas in your stove and consider the fire of inspiration and insight and creativity. So I hope you enjoyed part 1, and take some time to reflect on what I've talked about. Get into the experience of the elements. What do they mean to you? Feel them in your body, in your awareness. Remember to subscribe and hit the notifications button so that you'll receive part 2 as soon as it's released. I look forward to being again with you, and take care.